tell you, it's absolutely rammed on this platform. I can't even... Looks like a mass exodus. Absolute madness.
Things in the UK which would send tourists into a coma. Train fares. Train fares in the UK are so ridiculously expensive that you will not be able to believe your eyes when you see the price of a ticket.
Which is a 3-minute journey. It's going to cost you £7, which is just ludicrous. Like, how is that even allowed?
I moved out of the south because house prices there were unacceptable for what you could get, only to then sit here in an absolute state of panic, trying to find a return ticket from Preston to London, and this is the choices that I get.
You wouldn't believe how much a simple train journey costs. It's unreal. With prices soaring, many are questioning how simple train travel became such a luxury to many of us. Today we'll see just how outrageous UK train fares have become and why so many people feel completely fed up.
Things in the UK which would send tourists into a coma. Train fares. Train fares in the UK are so ridiculously expensive that you will not be able to believe your eyes when you see the price of a ticket. We're going to be looking at a very specific example. Travelling from the city of Oxford to London Paddington, this journey takes less than an hour and is on a direct train. So you would think that the train price would not be that expensive, right? Well, no, you're wrong. For a journey before 10 a.m, so peak time, the ticket costs over £40. And what's worse is if you're looking to upgrade to first class, if you're fancy, then that costs £70. This is not for a return fare. This is for a one-way journey. Less than an hour, a one-way journey costs over £40. I know in some other European countries, train fares are expensive, but if we look at youth train prices in other countries, such as in Belgium, you can get a one-way ticket for €7.50 for an unlimited distance. And in Germany, you can get unlimited train travel for 1 month for €49. The train prices in England are so expensive and keep on rising. This year, there is another train price rise, which is higher than the rate of inflation. So what the hell is going on? Why are train prices so expensive in England?
Are you even making a saving if the houses are cheaper, if this is how much you have to pay to commute?
Spending 20% of your salary just to sit on a train from work to home. At this point, commuting feels like a luxury service no one asked for.
Why are train prices in the UK so cut? Because why am I being charged? Actually, let me show you. Because why does it cost over £100 to get an open return from Leicester to London, London to Leicester, which is a 1-hour train, by the way? And it's not like they're providing a quality service given the price that they charge. 50% of trains that I go on have a 50% chance of being cancelled, delayed, or some stupid stuff going on that affects my journey. My regular commute for my apprenticeship from Leicester to Birmingham costs about £17, which isn't too bad compared to Leicester to London, but it still adds up. Because you have to think about transport to the train station, transport back from the train station. That all does add up. And the good thing is I don't have to go in every single day. But imagine how much it racks up if you do have to go office every day. I don't know how people did it before COVID times, before working from home was introduced. Because I just worked it out, I would have spent 20% of my salary on train tickets. At that point, I might as well get accommodation there. The government needs to sort it out. Scratch that, they need to sort out the whole country.
Escaping high costs in one place only to get slammed by high train fares in another.
I moved out of the south because house prices there were unacceptable for what you could get, only to then sit here in an absolute state of panic, trying to find a return ticket from Preston to London, and this is the choices that I get. I get to choose between £327, £217 or £320. How are you meant to improve your livelihood in this country, whereby improving it in one area means that it comes at such a huge cost in another area, be it the train prices or even energy prices? And then you get a very limited chance of finding jobs around the area that is perhaps much more affordable. So how are you meant to win? How are you meant to improve and progress in life?
Guys, London has to be the biggest scam ever. I'm currently at Liverpool Street Station, and to get a train ticket from Farringdon to Liverpool Street, which is a 3-minute journey, it's going to cost you £7, which is just ludicrous. Like, how is that even allowed?
When train companies hike up their prices, you'd think better service would follow. But no, not in the UK, apparently.
TfL have put up their prices again. Only in the UK does this happen. I'm sorry, but in what world do you get a raise for doing a crap job? Like, it wouldn't be so bad if there weren't so many delays on the TfL, but the fact is, every single time I use the Underground, there is always a delay. So thank you, TfL, for raising prices when cost of living crisis has already gone up. Just to get into London one way during rush hour is £10. That's a meal. You should actually be ashamed of yourselves. Thank you for contributing to make the UK a worse place to live.
Welcome to UK Rail, where the price is premium, but the service is pure chaos.
For all you people who live up north, and just people who go up north in general for, you know, football or other circumstances, I feel so bad for you that you have to get Northern Rail very regularly. Do you know what? Not even Northern Rail, just the whole train lines, the whole train companies in the UK in general. They are a disgrace. I can say this with a smile on my face, but the night I had last night, fuck me, stupid. So I went up to Fleetwood for an away day, right? And the train station up there is like Blackpool, whatever, you got to get a tram to Fleetwood. Anyway, Blackpool train goes back to Manny, I think it was 5 to 6, you're meant to get in for, I think it was 20 past 7. Our connecting train from Manchester to Birmingham was meant to leave, I think, at 7:30. The issue is after that, the next one's at 8:30. So anyway, this train from Blackpool to Manchester, it's just so slow. There's no delays or anything, but the time it takes from people to get off and get on and the time they take at each station, we ended up being like 25 minutes late, so we missed that connecting train. Now, the issue is to get from Manchester to Birmingham, by the time we would have done that, there was no trains from Birmingham back to where we needed to go, so we could only get as far as about 25 miles away from where we're meant to go, and then we had to get an Uber back or a lift. So where we were meant to get back at 10 o'clock, we now get back at 12 o'clock, spend extra money on transport, and then you got to blag your way through all the fucking turnstiles, whatever you call them, the ticket machines, speak to people. It's just such a hassle. And do you know what the best part is? They'll probably raise ticket prices next week because, you know, they got a lack of funding or something.
Trains delayed, no space to move, and we're all paying top British pounds for the chaos.
Yes, this is fun. So, you can't even get on the platform, Jesus. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. It's like a bloody apocalypse, what the fuck? And when I tell you, it's absolutely rammed on this platform, I can't even... Looks like a mass exodus. Absolute madness. And at this time of morning as well, look, I know it can't be helped. So much wrong with the train, so much wrong with the train. It's as simple as that. But yeah, it's not helpful for everybody all getting to work. It's like a... It's just bad. I've never seen so many people on the platform. There's a lovely lady stood next to me. It's like, in England, nobody speaks to each other, do they? Be on the train, I mean, listen, I'm on my phone as much as everybody else, but it's like, literally, I mean, there was one guy on the other train who had 2 phones in his hand, working 2 phones at the same time, but this lovely lady's just, like, being chatting away, so that's quite nice.
Yeah, let me just tell you something real quick, right? If you are of the opinion that first-class carriages on the Thameslink are declassified, there's a load of bollocks. It's the one at the end of the train. I was under the impression that the first-class carriages on Thameslink trains were fucking declassified. That's literally what you hear on the intercom sometimes, word of mouth, people in train stations. I paid 30 quid to go to and from London today, sat in first class, charged my phone, as I always do. Literally, this is like my 100th Thameslink train. Look at this. 116 quid. I've just been fined 166 quid if I don't pay it by the 10th of February. I can fly to and from Amsterdam twice for the cost of a bullshit train ticket in this fucking shit country to go an hour and 20 minutes down the road? And why is it always the people that didn't peak in high school that have got these fucking jobs that just sit there with a smug smile on their face, telling you that you're going to give someone free money after paying for your ticket already? I've sat in a first class carriage for the last, moved to London in 2017, so what's that? Years and years and years on a Thameslink. Not once been checked for a ticket, let alone fucking told that you can't sit in the first class carriages. Piece of shit, man. This place is fucking shit.
Train tickets in the UK now can cost an arm and a leg, but this lady's got a few clever ways to keep more pounds in your pocket.
My top 5 tips for saving money on UK train tickets. Did you know train ticket prices in the UK have risen by over 40% since 2010? That's why getting a good deal for your rail journey has never been more important. So here's my top 5 tips for saving money on your UK train travel. Number 1, always buy your tickets in advance. Around 12 weeks is usually a good time to grab the cheapest seats. As with flights, the cheapest train seats usually go first, so getting in early before they sell out is key. Number 2, advance tickets offer the best value, but they are normally not flexible or refundable because they are linked to a set date and time of travel. Therefore, ensure you have your plans in place, as you can't normally refund these tickets or cancel them later. Number 3, advance tickets can be available online up to only 2 hours ahead of your journey, so don't discount them even if you are booking really late. Buying tickets before you get to the station is always best. Number 4, for the cheapest tickets, you generally want to travel off peak, which means after 9:30 Monday to Friday. And always check advance singles even if you are making return journey. Weirdly, 2 single tickets often works out cheaper than a return option. And number 5, use a comparison site like Trainline, Red Spotted Hanky or Split My Fare to find the best fares and split ticket options. I'll talk about this more in detail in another video, so stay tuned. Shop around for the best tickets on these comparison sites and then go direct to the rail company website to book, as they usually don't charge a booking fee, and getting a refund for a late or cancelled train is usually much easier this way. So those are my top 5 hacks for getting cheaper UK train travel tickets. Have you got any more tips? Drop them into the comments and let me know. And don't forget to follow me for more budget travel hacks.
Trains in the UK are so expensive, but I've got some money saving tips that are going to help you save money on your next train journey. And no, one of them isn't drive instead. So my first tip to save money on trains is to sometimes go to a different station to your actual town station. So I've just drove 30 minutes to another station where it was a lot cheaper to buy a train ticket. And it's actually saved me time because I don't need to change trains. Next tip, get a rail card. With a rail card, you can save 1/3 off most train journeys in the UK. And wait till a bit later in this video because I have a code that's going to get you 20% off your rail card purchase. And if your train is delayed, like mine usually are, don't forget to claim Delay Repay. With Delay Repay, if your ticket is delayed 15 minutes or more, you can get 25% back. If it's delayed 30 minutes or more, you can get 50% back. And if it is delayed by over an hour, you can get your whole ticket value refunded. Now that is a good way to save money on UK trains. And my last tip is to book with apps like Trainline or TrainPal, where you can use the split tickets function to make sure that you always get the cheapest fare. And if you book with TrainPal, I have a discount code for you. So the code Claire will get you 5% off all tickets, as well as the split save savings. And if you use it to buy your rail card as well, then you will get 20% off your rail card price.
So are UK trains just broken beyond repair, or is there still hope for the railways? What's the worst train experience you've had, and what needs to change? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this hit home, give it a like and subscribe for more.